Hello everybody, welcome back to another banging episode of Talking That Nonsense with your host, me, Michael. Looks like we're on the 24th installment of Talking That Nonsense. You guys know the drill. Never in my wildest dreams. Anyway, today, obviously, for right now, there's no send it's. We want to send it hiatus, if you would. But today, we're going to be talking about wrong turns. Now, listen, first of all, this is going to start annoying me because I picked this on I think I like this a lot better. Yes. Do you like my attire today? I decided to go extra nice, you know what I mean? But anyway, wait a minute, let me check something real quick. So, what I am checking right now, at this very moment, is that, so I can, here we go, right now. There we go. It's gone. And that is nice. That's good. That is good right there. That looks really good. Now if I take this. Nope, wrong button. If I take this, grab that, and keep it right there. Okay. Anyway, I have to check something. Something really important. Now listen. Today we're going to be talking about, well, listen, if you look at, right now, excuse the clicking, but right now I am on my channel right now. If you guys didn't see, I got a new channel icon and new channel banner. I like it. I really do. But anyway, oh no, okay, wait, ooh, there we go. I saved my bacon there. But anyway, we made one video titled, I'm trying to find it. If you go to videos, right here. If we go to videos, where's that? Actions with consequences. Basically, I was in my villain arc. Matter of fact, speak of that. In my villain arc. No, I wasn't in my villain arc. It was more of a serious episode. I'm going to start just like Nick Avocado. For those who know who Nick Avocado is, some of his videos, he would wear different color shirts based on the tone, the mood of the video. Like he would wear a black shirt if he's getting ready to spill some tea, a red shirt if he's like, I think it was angry or something. I forget the rest of the color codes. Sorry that I have not been up to date to the Nick Avocado shirt color codes. But I think we need to get into more familiar attire. This is more like it. Anyway, this is the shirt I'm talking about. The black shirt of importance. The black shirt of seriousness. Now, if I look back, I think I've only worn this black shirt a total of maybe twice, maybe. Because, you know, in my videos, I'm notoriously known for changing my shirts. Just like this one. But now that you think about it, I think Actions with Consequences was the only episode. Episode 13 with 69 views. Funny number. Only episode with that. But anyway, let's see. Anyway, now, this is going to be more like a continuation. More like a continuation of, wait, matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm literally going to watch some of that episode so I know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, Roo. So basically, quite basically, I, wait a minute. I need to, you know what I mean. Okay, like literally. Okay, now I think I got it. So, I was talking about, people also talk, I'm sorry if I talk too loud. I don't know if you want me to whisper or not. But basically, people were talking about how, well, I was talking about how, people, on one half of the video I talked about how, like, people are sensitive, and how people are hypocritical, and how people are just, and how we live in such a society. Let me lay it out for you. Listen. place forth a hypocritical person, okay? Place forth that person, okay? This person is hecka hypocritical, okay? And he's also sensitive too, okay? Because think about it this way: this person, said person, I don't care, whatever, imaginary person, I could share, I could if I wanted to, but like that's literally a good majority of the society. But and it brings me back to the other statement I said was, people, it annoys me because people nowadays, and I'm not saying it's never been like this before, but people more than ever, at least from what I can witness, is people do things, okay? People do really bad things. People do things they're not supposed to, and then they expect there to not be repercussions for their actions. And when there is, they're like, ooh, what? What do you mean? Something that I've constantly told my friends in school, and they can vouch for me. Actions have consequences, okay? And these consequences may not be the most pretty. That's the thing, the consequences. They're not supposed to be pretty, okay? You go out, you do something you're not supposed to in the real world, you get arrested, you go to jail. Jail's not meant to be pretty. Jail's not meant to be good. Just like how police handcuffs aren't meant to be comfortable. Okay? They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be luxuries. They're supposed to be consequences for your actions. And to this day, I deal with and I witness people that still have trouble grasping this concept. Actions have consequences. You do something bad and expect nothing. It's like a boomerang. What did I say? I think I said this before, but karma is like a boomerang. Karma is quite literally just like a boomerang. It's quite funny. It really is. Because some days karma does its job and somebody does something they're not supposed to. By doing that, they threw the boomerang. Boomerang makes its way back and bam, hits you back. Okay? It's funny when it does. It really is. And then people just don't want to deal with it, you know? You did something wrong. You're going to get penalized for it. What's so hard to understand about that? I am quite literally, pardon me, I'm quite literally making just about a carbon copy of episode 13, Actions with Consequences, because I thought by releasing Actions with Consequences, well, that's obviously going to stop all the evilness. No, not by a long shot. But I don't know. Some people could be unbelievable. Okay. Some people could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay. But I am sick and tired of it. And it's not just in this instance that I'm possibly referring to. It is in general. People in general. Okay? People try to act funny in school. Oh, let me do this to this. Let me do this to that. Let me steal stuff. Let me rip the soap dispensers out of the wall. And they're surprised. They're like, yeah, like really surprised when not only did they get like, suspended, but they got criminal charges slammed on them too. It's reality, people. It's real life, okay? So what I also find annoying is, okay, listen. When somebody does something, okay? When somebody does something, okay? And they like fully commit to that thing, like I hate to use this example, but like killers, serial killers, or just killers in general. Somebody kills somebody and they're like, okay, by killing that person, you've kind of full sent it. There is no going back now. The person's dead. You did it. Okay? You can't go back. You can't go back in time. Okay? So, that's it. That's something. Excuse me. That's something you can't go back on. Okay? There is no, what if I, no, there isn't what if you do this. What you're going to have to do is face the music. You know? Some, you know, you get arrested, you get arrested, you go to prison for a very long time, and And then even on the most extreme occasions, you get the death sentence. But the point I'm trying to make with this example is that once you full send something, okay, it is virtually impossible to go back, okay? Like, do you remember with the thing when I said, I love it how somebody acts one way, and then the next day they try to act normal and rejoin society. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm not. Why? Why is that such a hard concept to do? Okay, that's like me punching you in the face, saying some hurtful words, and throwing you down to the ground. And then the next day I come to you and I just talk to you like we're old buddies again. Like, what? You know what I mean? That's not how any of this works. It isn't. Quite literally, it's not how it works. I don't know when I'm going to title this video, but it's probably going to be something about making a wrong turn, something about a mistake, you know? You know what I mean? Because literally, like I said, some people are having trouble. Some people are having trouble. And then what I also hate is when people when people do get in trouble, okay, and we've already established that they're wrong. The type of people that try to backpedal really, really hard, okay? The people that try to go back, the people that try to justify their actions, that's what annoys me. That's what annoys me. You know what I mean? And then, the worst kind of people. Because we've all seen we've all dealt with these type of people at some point in your life. People that try to play the victim. Those type of people. The people that try to play victims. Okay? The people that... Worst kind of people. They think they have an upper hand by playing the victim. And even worse kind of people that talk about doing extreme things to themselves. You know, people that are unable to cope properly. You know what I mean? I don't know. But thank God I have not ran into many people like that. Because that would be terrible. And quite frankly, that person would be terrible themselves for pulling such a maneuver, for pulling out such a trump card. We've all heard it before. We've all heard stories talking about how, well, this person said if I didn't do this and this, they would do this to themselves. That's not okay. In no way is it okay. That is quite literally emotional manipulation. It's garbage. It's toxic. It's evil. Okay? If you use, I wouldn't say weapons, if you use weapons like that, you are no longer my friend. If you use techniques, if you use tactics like this, then you're no longer my friend. I wouldn't consider you my friend. I wouldn't consider you my acquaintance, my friend. Quite frankly, if I'm going to be frank, I wouldn't even consider you a human being. You know what I mean? Because, listen, if there's anything that I hate more than anything at all, it is other people playing with other people's emotions. That's what I hate. That's what I dread. Hate's a strong word, but that's the only word I can use to describe it. It's hate. I hate it so much. Am I speaking from experience? Yeah. I guess so. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know no more. But what I am sure about is I'm not gonna watch it happen, you know? I'm not. Man, I tell you, 2023 is starting off pretty well. And it's gonna stay like that. You know? Because there's probably this overwhelming sense of dread that you have. There's probably this feeling you have in your gut that this is going too well. This is not, this has to be it. No. Wake up. Wake up. This is not a dream. Okay, I want you to wake up in the morning. I want you to look yourself in the mirror. I want you to tell yourself, nobody can stop me. Nobody will stop me. You know? But a little bit of motivation from Michael. But, you know, I can't you. I think I have enough. I've said enough epic things in these videos to actually make them to make them official quotes. Like world-renowned quotes. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to admit, some of the things I say here is wacky. Some of the things I say here is pretty, it's pretty valid. Okay. So, sorry, I got the yawnies. But I don't know. Kind of just blanked for a moment there. It's raining right now. It's raining out now, like right now, and like if there's anything I like more, it's like hearing the rain pitter patter off like my roof and everything, and like hit the ground. So it's quite hypnotizing. I've spent a lot of time in my room falling asleep to that tune when they're rated, because like back in middle school, and then like I couldn't go to sleep unless I heard something. And I mean, it's still that way now. I mean, I have my TV on every night and I watch it until I go to sleep. I can't just, unless I'm tired or unless I've been through something that day, I can't just hop in bed and go to sleep. I have to have my brain, I have to be like looking, hearing, doing something. Half the time I wouldn't even watch the TV. I'll turn it on, I'll turn it around, I'll put the TV on a sleep timer, and I'll, you know, I don't like complete, like, I don't like my room being deprived of sound, okay? Makes me feel alone, and I hate being alone. But still, you know, I didn't mean to get too serious, okay? I didn't, but I'm just saying, it really annoys me when people do that. It really does. And I'm pretty sure it annoys you too, you know? I find it weird. How does somebody wake up one morning and be like, hey, I'm gonna choose violence today? How? How do you wake up in the morning and do that? You're not supposed to. Why would you do something like that? Hmm? It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. You're a pretty weird person if you use something like that as a clutch. You know what I mean? As I said on multiple occasions, and as I say to my closest, there are two types of people in this world. Two types. Listen. That's right. There are two types of people in this world. There's winners and there's losers. And it's up to you to figure out which one you are before the time runs out. And, you know, I don't know if it's quite obvious or not, but I'm a winner. And quite frankly, I may not know you, whoever you're watching, who's ever watching. But I think, me personally, I think you're a winner. Okay? Look me in my eyes. I think you are a winner. Okay? You may not feel like a winner now, but I promise your winnings will show. Okay? You put in the work, okay? You're bound to get something good in return. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, okay? Do I need to stop popping out Newton's laws? I don't feel like it. Sir Isaac Newton. Newton. Anyway. Sorry. Anyway. like I tell this to some people, I don't really, but I kind of study a person, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess we all do it. When you first meet a person, or just in general, after a while, you start to study a person, you know? You pick up on their mannerisms, you pick up on their attitude, you pick up on their habits, okay? And you begin to decipher them slowly, okay? Because to me, I like that. It's kind of fun. It really is fun. But just about up to this point, there's been, I think, 3 people. That's 4. This is 4. There's been 3 people. There's been 3 people I've yet to decipher properly. Decipher, you know? I mean, I'll be the first one to admit this. I've had somebody tell me this, at least. But I can be very obvious sometimes. I can be very, very obvious sometimes. And God, I don't mean to. Okay, I do not mean to. I do not mean to. It's just a habit sometimes. A habit that I'm working on kicking, exactly. So, can't blame me for that one. But, like I said, 3 people I have not been able to decipher. So a puzzle. They're quite literally an 1,000-piece puzzle. Puzzle? 1,000-piece puzzle. Puzzle. They are powerful. One person. One person that is a... See, I'm considered a very strong-willed individual. Well, at least I consider myself that. Nobody has truly been able to break me, put me on my knees. You know what I mean? Don't read into that. But only but one person, literally one person, has been able to do that to me. Like the feeling of being powerless is quite annoying to me, okay? Because for so long I felt powerless, I felt weak. My will was not strong, you know? But I've worked on it. Actively working on myself. I did it. Sorry, I'm daydreaming again. Man, I tell you, I hate when things linger in my head when I'm trying to record videos. Because right before I started recording, man, I tell you, I was... But anyway, like I said, I don't know. Like, one person that's been able to do that to me. How? I don't know. Still trying to figure out that myself. Maybe it's because at the time I had my defenses down. No, I never had my guard down. That's a lie. Maybe. But I never had my guard down. That is one of the most... But that's besides the point I'm trying to make. Unfortunately, there are some people I just can't decipher, you know? Because, like I've said, Michael, you're... Well, not like I've said. Well, yeah, I've told myself this before. But people tell me that, you know, I like your ability to be able to walk up to people and just talk to them out of the blue. Like you've known them your entire life. I know. I am too. I like that. That's an ability that most people do not acquire so early in their life, such as I. Because I mean, to some people, of course, there's always going to be your haters. But I truly believe I'm a nice person. We've already established this. What am I talking about? We've literally, quite literally already established this. Every single episode is just pure gold. We've already established this. Quite literally. So why do I need to tell myself that again? I don't know. Sometimes it just feels good for it to echo, you know what I mean? But listen, now. So let's see. If we're gonna talk about like life in general, let's see. I tell you, I wish, I wish that, I mean, oh my lord, generational coping is really going good, but he's looking good though. But anyway, it's looking good. But like I was saying, actions, a numb society and actions with consequences. Worse than a bullet. Oh, oh, ooh, ooh. Gives me an idea. Now we're going to discuss worse than a bullet. And I don't need to I don't need to stop and think about this because I already know I already remember what the video was about. We were talking about the truth. Like, literally. What's worse than a bullet? The truth. Some people, listen, what's worse than a bullet is the truth. Some people have trouble grasping it. I'll admit. I'll be the first one to publicly admit. And it's just common. Sometimes the truth hurts, okay? I'm gonna tell you this now. Duh. Oh, it's the first time. No, it's not. But I'm gonna tell you this now. The truth hurts, okay? It really does. Especially when it's something you don't want to hear, okay? Especially when it's something you've dreaded to hear for the longest time. But I can tell you, the truth hurts, okay? You get this sense of pain, this sadness, this overwhelming sense of sadness. Listen up. Listen up. Listen. It's painful. It is sometimes when you hear something you don't want to hear, something that you've been dreading. Okay. It's painful. It literally is painful. It feels like you've been stabbed in the heart. It feels like you're weak, you're worthless. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this right now. And this goes for anything. If you feel something if you are constantly feeling a pain that you're not happy with, I want you to remember it. I want you to remember that pain, okay? So you know, so you remember what it feels like, and you can constantly tell yourself to not do that. You know what I mean? You constantly remind yourself. Because if you hold this pain, and you memorize it, now you know what it feels like. And now you also know you don't want to feel it again. You know what I mean? So, every inch of pain. I have a feeling behind every terrible, painful experience, there is a lesson. I believe so. I believe behind every single terrible encounter you have with people, there is a lesson. There was a lesson hidden behind it, That's what I believe. It would be better. I'm really just thinking about generational coping right now. Maybe I should do a rerun, not a rerun, like an update on generational coping, because literally within the span of 3 months, a lot has changed. A lot has changed within the span of 3 months. Generational coping has changed, but it's still quite literally the same, but it's changed slightly. Well, I could say this is generational coping or just coping in general, that is quite new to me, okay? I tell you, I ask people what their coping skills are. The basics: drugs, alcohol, vaping, weed. But there are a couple that I am not very happy with. Not saying that I do not possess these coping skills, because I'm better than that. And I'm not saying whoever does this in order to cope is a terrible person, but you need to get a new goddamn coping mechanism. Coping skill. You know what I mean? Be better. Do better. You're in a sad state. Don't sit there and beat yourself up. Don't crawl up in a ball and get your butt up. Change it! You know? Just change it. If it's in arm's reach. Like this mouse. See? Listen. I pushed this mouse all the way over there to the wall, okay? I am getting sick and tired of having to reach my arm across the table to reach it. It's an arm's reach, okay? Well, if you don't like it, Michael, why don't you change that? Why don't you move it closer? Okay, you're right. It's an arm's reach. Push it closer. And now, I don't gotta do all this stretching. I don't gotta do all this unnecessary movement. Just put my hand back up. And I got the mouse. You know what I mean? Is that hard to understand? The point of this video was me to recognize that wrong decisions, okay? This constant I believe it needs to end, you know what I mean? All these, everything I previously talked about like 30 minutes ago needs to end. The cycle ends now. You know? It ends now. It has to. It literally has to end now. An abrupt end. We're pumping the brakes. An abrupt end. You know, I think I found the video name. An abrupt end. I'm calling an abrupt end to all that hanky-panky. Yeah. That's it. That's it. I'm calling for an abrupt end of all the hanky-panky. No more. And listen up. For the people that use those tactics, the people that use those manipulative tactics, okay? If you use them in the past, hopefully you've gotten better. If you use them currently right now, do better. You're not completely lost yet. Do better. If you want to change, change starts now. You stop. Do better. Work on yourself. Because within that process of you saying you're going to do things that aren't quite cash money, you're actively hurting somebody else. You know what I mean? It's not okay. No bit of manipulation is okay. In general, actually, now that you think about it, none of it's okay. But Jesus Lord, let's get a little bit more lighthearted, am I right? Now, let us see. Wait. Oh my God. So, my sternum. My sternum. Oh, I got a cramp now. Ooh, I got a cramp now. Ah! But quite literally, that cramp kind of hurt. Man, you know, I don't think I got much more to say. I think my point was across. I got it across, for the most part. I don't know. I don't want you guys to take this wrong, okay? I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I feel like this was pointed towards everybody that does that, okay? If you don't do that, then you're just fine. Calling out those people as a whole. Not individually, as a whole. But, what do I know? I'm just a bald man on the internet. Anyway, seems like my time here is almost expired. I want you to go out and I want you to do something that you enjoy. You. Because you or important to me. I love you. Okay? I promise, I love you. So I want you to go do something you enjoy. Go play video games. Go play video games with your cousin, brother, sister, mother. Kind of rhymed. I'm a rhymer. I'm Slim Shady. Anyway, do that, okay? Make sure you're shaking your time to, like, do things that you enjoy, okay? Like reading a book, going for a walk. I mean, with this terrible snow and weather, you can't do crap outside, but you get where I'm coming from. Well, then again, my name is Michael. You've been talking that nonsense. You've been talking that nonsense. You've been talking that nonsense. I've been talking that nonsense. I've been talking that nonsense. We are talking. No. My name is Michael. And you've been talking that. No. My name is Michael. And you've been. There it is. My name is Michael. And you've been watching Talking That Nonsense. You know the deal already. Be good people.